Alright, think we're going. Yeah, everything seems to be running smoothly. Okay. Well, since everything's running fairly smoothly, let's get to the meat of this, which is cleaning. Oh gosh, that's loud. Let's quickly. No, no, no. Where's my volume? Okay. Yeah, there we go. Hello, Endless. Hello, Bran. You'd like to stay here, but it's 1:30 a.m. That's unfortunate. I can understand why you wouldn't want to be present in the morning, but that's unfortunate. Welcome, Duck in Freedom, by the way. So let's see here. Do I remember? Okay, this is still too loud. Let me turn it down just a little quieter, and I think we're good. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't make my ears hurt. It's still loud, but it's tolerable now. Okay, so yeah, in case any of you are wondering, for those of you who just joined, I'm going to be playing multiple games here. It's the first one is this game. Oh wow, I lowered it too much. It's this game's so loud that I'm struggling to juggle the audio. Okay, so not sure I'm cleaning the railing. I want to get the sides first. Oh, I see I was drawing here. Oh wow. What did I do to this place? I forget my cleaning process apparently. Okay, let's get this window first. The window feels way easier to clean than some of these other things. It's a shame I lost a lot of my progress. I was way further in the game. But hey, I get to clean everything all over again. That's really not a plus. I worked so hard to clean some of these places, investing literal hours in the cleaning. But nothing I can do now, right? Wow, this little bit of dirt's durable. Here we go. Okay. Oh, that's right, I don't have to hold left click. Welcome, Eclipse. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Right now, if you're wondering what games I'm thinking of playing, I'm going to be honest right now, Roblox is not high on my consideration list. I have one game that's currently pretty high on my consideration list for the next game, and it's a game someone's been asking me to play a lot of. It's a horror game. So there's a high chance the next game's a horror game after I stop playing this one. No promises though. I might play something else. Alright, now we get the top of this. Now let's get on the other side. Yep, it was positively filthy over here. Okay, yeah. I think we're really starting to make this one little area look nice. Horror game is going to be good. Yeah, it's October. I don't get why some people don't like horror, honestly. I know just, if their taste doesn't like it for things, but like, I don't get how that's not someone's taste. Horror is fantastic as a genre. Like, people go, I don't like to be scared. What do you mean? Being scared is fantastic. Like, obviously not actual fear, but like the fake fear you get from video games or whatever, a scary story. That's fantastic. Let's see. How's this going? Perfect. We're not getting any lag right now. Normally I have to worry about lag, but this is actually going slow. Okay. Let's just clean off the ceiling here. We have specks of dirt that weren't quite hit the first go around. Yeah, I can see them from my dirt finding power. This is a really useful superpower. I get scared easily with horror. Maybe from other people I can do it, like during some of those Hololive horror games. I get scared easily. I'm in a weird spot with horror nowadays. I think my tolerance has gone down slightly over the years. But like generally, I struggle to get spooked from things. I get easily spooked from other things now, which is weird. Maybe it's for, I don't know, maybe differences in my lifestyle have made it so a sudden thing can now more easily spook me. Let's see. But yeah, I generally like seeking out those little bits of spookiness. Though nowadays, if I hear a scary story, I'm more likely to be analyzing the quality of the story instead of, oh wow, that was spooky. You know, I'm not really. I don't think I'm the best standard for judging writing, considering I certainly have no writing skills. I can tell you why I dislike a story, that's like it. Let's see. Okay. Is this still dirty? Yeah. I couldn't spot the dirt at first. I thought it was shadows. But now that I can see it. Okay. Clean that down. You're back though. Welcome, welcome. Oh, hello, Vinny. I remember you, Vinny. Vinny, what do you think about surprises? Do you like surprises? Let's see. Let's wash down the bricks down here. Perfect. Okay. Now go down here. Just back and forth. Okay. Well, I might as well fill in some of the empty air since we don't have too many topics right now. We go a bit more into horror. My experiences of horror. When I was super young, the most experiences I really had with horror were more along the lines of, you know, you're on the playground, right? And people are talking about their little scary stories you would hear. They would go and talk about how maybe there's some evil creature or something, or maybe they would talk about how you do this and then you'll die. Just little things like that. When I first started hearing those little stories, I was absolutely fascinated with the idea of these supernatural things. And then, of course, over the years, a lot of these little spooky stories, when during my time on the internet, absolutely fantastic. I mean, you just look at the early days of creepypastas, for example. Like when I had discovered on the internet, I think I had already been using the internet for a good while when I had actually heard about these creepypasta things. And I think those were my first major exposure to horror. I don't actually watch a lot of movies. You might think my first major exposure to horror would be movies or a show. I never really got into those. Like, sure, I watched plenty, especially when I was really young, but honestly, there was just a period where there was very little media that I would engage with, and it was more like I would just hear other people talking about the media they've engaged in, and with that in mind, creepypastas again, they were a pretty big way I had gotten into horror. From that, I was listening to them incredibly frequently. I had my own favorite channels to listen to creepypastas when I found the creepypasta reading channels. But, I mean, even I was for a while reading SCPs. There was a time where I had set my goal to read every single SCP entry. I had actually made it through hundreds too, reading them one by one. And eventually, I think I lost interest in the SCPs and I stopped. By the time I came back, there was thousands more. Like when I first learned about SCPs, started trying to read them all, there were quite a few, but I think it had more than doubled by the time I had rediscovered SCPs. So, yeah, a lot had changed on that front. But over the years, I would say one of my favorite creepypastas that I've ever listened to is the Godzilla NES creepypasta. For those of you who aren't familiar with the Godzilla NES creepypasta, let me actually tell you, Toby Fox, Undertale slash Deltarune's creator, well, that's probably obvious to all of you, but in case it isn't, took inspiration from it. Flowey is actually the character who's inspired partially by Godzilla NES. And to go beyond that, if you don't know what the Godzilla NES creepypasta is, it might not be your cup of tea, but I can actually tell you what it was like to read it. Do you all remember when Deltarune Chapter 1 came out? Or not Chapter 1, Chapter 2 came out? You all, for the most part, probably either played it yourselves or watched someone else play Chapter 2. So, where am I getting at with this? When Snowgrave came out, it was wild. It was, to me, a creepypasta experience in the fashion of Godzilla NES made into an actual game. Discovering Snowgrave for the first time, like in real time, was basically Godzilla NES for someone who hasn't read it yet. Am I telling you to read that creepypasta? Yes. It's one of the ones I bring up the most. Is the story good? Debatable. Depends on your interest. Is the story perfect? Definitely not. There are problems I can even recognize in the story. But despite that, I think it still holds up. One of the things that makes the story hold up really well is the fact that they basically grab... You don't need to know anything about the game Godzilla NES, or even know about Godzilla NES. Most of what I know about kaijus is just from that creepypasta. And you know what? That's plenty. The story does a great job at that. It goes into detail about the mechanics of the game and the creepypasta variant. It was far, far from the first story I had ever actually read for creepypastas or listened to, because I've done both for that story several times over. It was far from the first, but I would say it was one of the most memorable ones for me. In the earlier days, I might read a creepypasta and then I might have to worry about struggling just a little bit more to get sleep. But, oh, that feeling, it's gone now, honestly. Like, it's been gone for years now. I go read scary stories, listen to them, And getting into that mental space where I'm like, wow, that was so spooky. I'm not going to be able to sleep well. No, I don't have it. I hate it. I can sometimes experience it under perfect circumstances, but now there are part of it might be nowadays. There's so many more things that are more likely to get me struggling to sleep than Pikachu ate Ash's face in creepypasta. Okay, I can meme on the Pokemon creepypastas a lot, even though, let's be honest, there are tons more than the Pokemon ones. Let's see. Oh wow, I drew a lot. Eclipse, is that to remembering the stories, or have you never read some of these Pokemon creepypastas? There's one where Nurse Joy will like get trainers to sleep at a Pokemon center, take their Pokemon, and then go, hey, just sleep in here. And now they don't have their Pokemon. Now they're defenseless. So Nurse Joy will like take them into their little room, and in case anyone has a low tolerance for horror, basically just replace their body with a Nurse Joy. I won't go into the more graphic details of it, but yeah, it's basically... The story, if I recall, goes a bit into the details. Is that an old story? I can't remember. How old is the Nurse Joy story? Is it a new one? Or it wouldn't be new. It'd be a few years old. Gosh, how old is that story? I don't remember when I read some of these. Well, let's just keep washing. Alright. But yeah, a lot of these stories don't hold up to the test of time. And some of them might have, except they were so good at their times that everyone copied them until they became cliched messes. It's kind of funny. You can have a fantastic story, but if everyone imitates it, then suddenly the story seems a lot less original. And that's what's happened to not just creepypastas, but tons of media. It's original when it first comes out, but then it's so good that people end up almost kind of ruining it. That makes sense. Let's see. The only creepypasta I remember, like the SCP stuff and the recently returning Backrooms. If we want to go with an older variant of like the SCPs, the Backrooms, at least I think it was older. The Beholder series. The Beholders were like, you would do a bunch of sets of rituals, I guess you could say, to get the Beholders. They might have a few neat benefits. Some were easier than others to obtain. It was an interesting read to go through a bunch of them, but even at the time, the whole series seemed a bit lower quality, especially to what you would kind of expect to see now. SCPs are now highly curated. There are several Backrooms narratives, often with a ton of work going into the narratives, so yeah, let's see. Backroom games are fun as heck. Yeah, backroom games. Backroom games. Those are a thing, right, Vinny? Vinny? Are you still here, Vinny? Is our resident Backrooms person still here? Or have they left? Okay, let's move this over here. Yeah, looks like our Backrooms person left. That's sad. Let's go ahead and wash away those little construction symbols. Okay. Just wash it all down. I wonder, could I go to green and do this whole process way faster? I think I can. I think switching to green was something I should have done ages ago, but didn't think of doing it. Yeah, I think backrooms are less a matter of fear. Same with SCPs. Maybe the early days, SCPs were set more around into fear. Now, I think it's all just in a big writing projects almost. That sometimes you have full wikis that people dedicate in the case of SCPs, and sometimes backrooms. And other times, someone will try to sit down and make a scary little narrative. On easy mode? I don't know, some of those floors in the back rooms are like unbeatable, right? There are just some that you will die if you go in. Let's see. Okay, so I think I'm mostly done over here, so let's get on the first little roof here. Let's just wash it all down. Actually, we can probably get away with green here, at least. Maybe not for the bird poop. It looks like the bird poop can actually be washed down with the green. Alright, that makes my life way easier. Then I'll just keep going back and forth. How do, Dirt Finder? Like the partygoers who latch onto you. And then there's, yeah. Less horror and more terror. Does that make sense? I don't think it does. Not under that. There's... I feel like horror and terror go hand in hand enough that I don't quite understand what you're saying. Like, for me, the back rooms are almost like, again, people are making more of a book, almost. You know, an actual story. They have full levels to it. Well, I mean, most back rooms have levels, if not all of them. It sounds like they're more making a coherent story. And that's... Subnautica is an example of terror. It's not... I see, you're talking more about built-up terror and fear, be it from ambience and other factors. I think I get what you're saying now. Yeah, I feel like that is way better horror than really in-your-face stuff. The more it's built up, the better. A lot of these games that have good atmospheres can really waste it. Like, honestly, FNAF, when I first saw it, I felt like it had a good atmosphere, and I was very curious. And then, of course, you get jump scared, and a lot of that power goes away. FNAF 1, you haven't seen the... now, basically, is a genre of FNAF. I thought it was a good atmosphere, you know. Wow, these animatronics are going to kill me. Okay. That sounds spooky enough. And then they jump scare you, and it's like, oh, that's all they do? A lot of horror games have that, where sometimes they're really good up until you die. Backrooms is not just trying to make you feel scared, but driving you insane. Yeah, but then you have the almond water. You know, I think that... Okay. The almond water can help you not go crazy and, like, protect you. But I feel like that adds to the world, if that makes sense, in a positive way. Like, it's easier to survive thanks to that. But then it really sets up the idea that because of the water, you are going to be stuck there more. It really... You're not just going to die, you're going to be stuck there. So... It adds to a story, if that makes sense. You have these countermeasures, means you have to constantly be vigilant, because it is possible to live. But you're really going to have to work for it. And just one mistake, and suddenly you're gone. One mistake, and you are dead. Let's see. Alright. One thing I really need to do is I need to watch, like, my first horror movie or something. I think I've kind of watched horror movies, but not really. Not in their entirety. I need to do that one day. I have a huge, like, checklist. I want to go in a bunch of, like, haunted houses. Arcade level, infinite arcade, no monsters. Let's see. There's a big checklist. Things I want to eventually do in terms of that. And maybe I'll do it. Maybe one day. Just wash it down. Alright. Can you believe it? We're not even 2/3 of the way done. There's so much on this house. How did they make it so filthy, man? Like, what were they doing? Were they just getting piles of dirt and just dumping it on here? How do we get into the horror talk? We were talking about how the next game I might play is horror. And then we just kind of honed in on that. And I think it's a really good topic. We're almost at 2/3. You are right. We are almost there. I was also thinking about how some of these places will do their own little mini horror things. You know, when you get into October, I might go into a place, right? And for some reason they have some decorations, maybe then a short little spooky experience there. And it's really goofy to me how some, usually kids will just get spooked to, well, just about everywhere. They'll get really spooked and I'm like, how does this spook you? Like, I know they're young, so a lot of things can be spooky. But I'm just curious, what makes it spooky? If that makes sense. Like, what in the first place makes all these things spooky? Is it because we say that they're spooky? Or is there something more built in on that? It is a spooky month. It is a very spooky month. Let's see. It is a very spooky month. Let's go. This place, oh, we're at 2/3, finally. Okay, this house is starting to shape up nicely. It's just this main roof that needs cleaning. Yeah, let's just rapidly drain the gutter's health. Let's get the health out of the gutter. There we go. You thought you could hide in the little crevices, didn't you? Now we're going to jump on this, and then... Yep, you thought you could hide, didn't you? Unfortunately for you, I have my red attack. There. And then there. Clean, clean. I feel like what makes it scary is not knowing what it is, knowing that overall people call it scary. You just instinctually fear. I've thought about that possibility. That, yeah, like, honestly, if someone tells you something's scary, you kind of get that build-up. Because if you think it will be scary, then yeah, your mind's going to kind of go, hey, this is scary. And if you believe it'll be scary, then it might lend itself to it. Unfortunately, that doesn't necessarily guarantee it for me. My favorite Horrortail Chara, or Glitchtail Frisk. I probably like Glitchtail more just because Big Explosion is cool, but... Here's the thing. I think, if that's true, it only works to a certain extent. Because I've looked at things that people have claimed are spooky before. You're like, oh wow, you're gonna get so spooked if you go look at this. And then I see it and I go, no, this isn't spooky. Like, I'll hype myself up. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so ready to get spooked. And I look at it and go, no, this isn't spooky. This isn't. I'm actually disappointed. It's odd how that can happen. It's very odd. Because it's not like I think I'm immune to peer pressure or anything. So, yeah, I mean, I have that initial like hype. Maybe it's actually going to be spooky. He isn't afraid of anything. I think in general there are just people who have very little fear though. Like that's an actual thing. I think I even read online or watched a video talking about an experiment where babies were given the illusion of being able to fall, and most babies are terrified at the prospect of being able to just fall, but then some just don't care. Some people will just be, what's it called, thrill seekers. They'll do absolutely terrifying and dangerous things. Like, not, um, not just horror movie spooky, but like actually dangerous things. Like maybe they aren't truly dangerous. Like if you want to go on the lighter side, you have skydiving, right? Skydiving, to my knowledge, is generally safe. It's only dangerous if you aren't, I guess, trained properly. You don't know what to do. Generally, it's pretty safe. But, or if you want to go into more dangerous, you want to go into really actually dangerous things. Like climbing is dangerous, yes, but you know what's even more dangerous than climbing? Caving, and not just any caving. Okay, before I go into what I'm about to go into, caving is terrifying to me. Seriously, you're telling me that you're going to go through these tiny little things. I don't consider myself claustrophobic, but you're going through tiny little labyrinths where if you get stuck, you might die of starvation. You might have to break or dislocate your own body just to get out. Yes, I have read stories about people dying while caving. There was this one person who got stuck in a cave upside down, and he was there for like a day or two. Then they tried saving him in every way, but they couldn't. So he was just stuck upside down in an incredibly uncomfortable, to the point where they were just wondering if they should just kill him in a non-painful way, because they could not retrieve him. Now, this is what's worse than caving. Underwater caving. There are people who are so insane that they would cave underwater. Like, sure, I'm confident these people, they're mostly, for the most part, probably taking every safety measure they can to not die or whatever. But it seems so crazy to me that someone wants to not just cave and not just dive, but do both. With underwater caving, from what I've read, there are so many unpredictable factors and so many little dangers to you as a person that I cannot imagine anyone wanting to go underwater. Like, you know, as a hat, I already don't understand wanting to go in water. Like, come on. Fire covered in water. Very unpleasant. But, like, genuinely, it seems so strange to me. Like, didn't the, what was it, creator of Yu-Gi-Oh! Recently in, Japan, he was either a cave diver or a regular diver, and something happened that caused them to die. I can't remember. The story is not too recent. It's been like a few months. But like, yeah, it's that. A lot of these thrill-seeking things are ironically bizarre to me, even though I kind of understand the basics of it. I just don't get the lengths that these people will go. You should start making horror movies with these stories. I mean, I don't think I need to. Chances are someone's probably already has. Like, these are... I think to a majority of people, it would be common sense fear, right? To not go underwater caving. But then for some people, it's not common sense fear, but they, for some reason, want to do it. Something in them makes them go, I want to. And it doesn't mean that they are foolish, right? Because again, they will take every precaution for the most part to be safe. They aren't like trying to hurt themselves, and a lot of them will be fine. They'll dive, they'll be fine. But what's terrifying is when it goes wrong. In a lot of these cases, when it goes wrong, you aren't just risking your life. You will not have a swift death. I think that's the worst part about these dangerous things. Anyway, that got really dark. Let's pull it back a little. We're playing such a peaceful and upbeat game like Power Wash Simulator, and we're talking about the prospect of getting caught in underwater caves. Let's just dial it back. Like, we haven't even gotten to a horror game yet, right? What's something upbeat I can talk about? Old age is an overrated death because it won't be slow. You're literally laying there on a bed knowing you'll die at any moment and saying your goodbyes. I mean, strictly speaking, no one dies from old age, right? I don't believe that's even an accepted cause of death, really. Like, obviously, regular people, yeah, they got old and died. But if I remember right, you still die from something other than just being old. So, you know, maybe organ failure, heart failure, whatever. Point is, you can be old and actually have a peaceful death, but you can also be old and have a very painful death. And the conversation about that, it's an interesting one, I suppose. Like, how would you want all that to proceed? I mean, there are many sides that I've heard, how people personally feel. And I don't really know what to think, honestly. Like, I admit the prospect of some of these things sound awful. Like, just imagining one day being... Yeah, this is getting dark. You are very much right. Like, it's funny how I'm going back and forth between... Yeah, some of the stuff is just too crazy and dark for me. And then I immediately just start talking about something dark. Yeah. It's October. Grass cutting. Okay, you know, cutting grass, you know, it's like touching grass, but cutting. Let's see, let's talk about something slightly more interesting. Yeah, dementia. Okay, if it's any constellation, I have read some, what is it? In my downtime, I've read some studies that supposedly claim that dementia, even for people with a history of it, there might be ways to counteract it and mitigate it. So, on like a brighter note, there have been studies and things that indicate that dementia is not impossible to mitigate and whatnot. If you might have really oofed genetics and you're just going to get dementia at some point, or it's like almost guaranteed. But from my understanding, you can do certain things to mitigate it. And if you are worried about it, then that I would recommend. One of the biggest things is just trying your best to remain healthy. Unfortunately, even being healthy... Okay, now we're getting back into the dark stuff. try your best to be healthy, and you might get good results. You might. You'll raise the chance that you get good results. I think that's the most honest but upbeat way I can put it, because I don't want to just go, if you are healthy, everything will go perfect. It might not. But yeah, let's continue. Roblox games. Yes, Roblox games. I I have not played any Roblox other than Ulk for a bit. And that's not because Ulk is such a good game. Ask you questions about Greek mythology, actually. Who is the most based Greek god? You have 15 seconds. Who is the most based Greek god? I will judge your answers. Aphrodite. Interesting choice. Aphrodite. Why is Aphrodite the most based? I'm kind of curious what your reasoning is. Let's see, because, okay, for me, in what I've read of the Greek gods, a lot of them are not exactly good people. I mean, a lot of the gods cheat on, like, people they're in a relationship in. Like, look at Zeus. Gosh, Zeus is, like, the poster child for terrible husbands. I was thinking more of the most base, or like, probably one I could find the most forgiveness for their mistakes is Hades. Hades does some oofed things, but if I remember right, a lot of the oofed things Hades did were like, it's a god of love, goddess of love. Yeah. Hades is underrated. You are right. Like, again, Hades has his problems, but like, if I remember right, one of the worst things Hades did, it was like he wasn't sure what to do, so he went to advice to Zeus, and Zeus was like, "Oh, you want a girlfriend, Hades? Have you tried just kidnapping her?" And Hades is like, "Well, isn't that a little, sus? Kidnapping someone?" And then Zeus is like, "No, no, no. You can trust me. Don't worry. I'll even help you out." I think that's roughly how it went. Yeah. So with that in mind, I feel like that's more on Zeus. It felt like Hades was just really naive. So he's not innocent per se, because he still went through with it. But like, I think I blame Zeus more. Hera does. Hera is. It's sad looking at these Greek gods. It's very interesting how the Greeks perceived their deities. They made their gods so human. It's fascinating to me. Okay, okay. There's even a whole bit where like, and if I remember right, it was the Greeks. Uh, what was it? It's been a while. It was like the Greeks were such fans of humans that the Greeks wanted their gods. They believed that since humans were so wonderful, that the gods had to be human-like, because that was the best thing the gods could be, which was human. And then I think they even had a period where like their art, it's Heracles, not Hercules. It's not that hard. Hercules is Roman, not Greek. Please learn it. I mean, there are all kinds of weird pronunciations. Isn't Caesar in Roman pronounced like Caesar or something? Or is that just... a New Vegas thing. I can't recall. Point is, a lot of things get pronounced weirdly over time. Let's see. What was I saying? Right. Anyway, this is where I lead into. With their art, they would eventually get like perfect adaptations of humanity. And when they finally reached perfect human art, they went, ew, human art's kinda gross and boring. If I wanted to see a human, I would just look in the mirror or go outside. And imagine going outside, says the very based Greeks. So, with that in mind, they started making art that was humanoid, essentially. It was human, but then they would go beyond it, right? They would make them look better than humans. If you looked at them, you would say that's a beautiful, beautiful human. But you wouldn't, in, but it isn't actually accurate to what a human would look like. And that's kind of the beauty of the art. Like, kind of, they loved humans so much, the Greeks, that they then tried to improve upon themselves through their art. And now here's where I've been leading to this whole time. Here's the big thing. You kind of see something like that with the concept of VTubers. And I like, hear me out, okay? I know for some of you who don't like VTubers, this might be ooh. Eclipse might still be here. I don't know. The Eclipse likes VTubers, at least did. I don't know, still. But you have that aspect where they're playing on the human aspect and then kind of trying to expand upon it. And I think that might be part of why the concept of VTubers is successful. Like, I think theoretically, after enough time has passed with this tech and we can maybe eventually reach a time when high quality models and whatnot are accessible for everyone, where because you have free models, right? But I mean, eventually we might have a time when it's so easy that just anyone can engage with it with full 3D, easily customizable. Maybe a commissioned model, instead of costing thousands, costs drastically less because we've somehow made a revolution. I don't know, AI technology was good for a period and people were talking about it. Where I feel like people, Ra was kind of a bad ruler. I think you mean all the, like, Roman, Greek, Egyptian, all the ruler gods were kind of oof. I don't remember much about Odin. Odin was probably bad too. But, yeah, I feel like with VTubers, you might have that aspect of kind of being human but better than human that the Greeks had. So, anyway, we're not... Okay, which part of space are we talking about? Are we talking about entropy? As entropy is a fun topic. It isn't, by the way. But, let's see. Yeah, space is an interesting thing. Gosh, saying space twice reminded me of Portal for a moment. Space. What do I say about it, honestly? When I was really young, I was like, hey, maybe it'd be cool to go to space. And now I'm kind of just like, eh. Yeah, Amelia's basically just a human. But even Amelia has points above just like ordinary human. Okay. With Hololive, there is not really many members that are just a regular human. Like, Amelia gets the time traveling, and honestly, if she didn't, she probably would have just been like some kind of gremlin in the fandom. I'm pretty sure Nene, I think that's how you pronounce her name, is a human, but then fans started depicting her as a seal. Kayla, one of the newer Indonesians, I believe was a human, But then fans started kind of pushing her in the penguin direction. Basically, any of them who don't immediately have some kind of supernatural aspect, they're very often pushed into it. My birthday, it's the channel's creation date. That's my birthday. Let me check what day that is, because I know it very well. Yeah. Well, according to this, it's mid-April. Okay. Mealy is clearly the most base member. Starts out as a human, gets a watch travel time, refuses to elaborate further. I think they later expanded upon the lore with Crony, and it was like Amelia stole one of Crony's watches. I think that's how it went. Now, how did Amelia get a hold of that? I don't think they'll ever go into that bit. Um, by the way, do you prefer Ra or Horus? I don't know much about the Egyptian gods, honestly. I'm pretty sure Horus is god of death, Ra is god of the sun. I know that, but I can't say I am too knowledgeable about them. But please, go ahead, hit me with a Greek, or not a Greek, an Egyptian god fact. Since you say you're very knowledgeable, I'm curious. Hit me with like a super interesting fact. I'm curious. Ra made a bloodthirsty lion cat to kill humanity, but he couldn't stop it. And you're correct about Ra, but wrong about Horus. Horus is a good guy. I mean, being God relating to death isn't necessarily a bad thing. Right? Like, I think Hades is kind of underrated. So I don't think being a god of death is necessarily too bad. Uh, Bast is the cat goddess. She's dope. She's just a cat with god powers and consciousness. Okay. Simple concept. Oh, that's right. The Egyptians simped for cats, right? Oh boy. Honestly, part of me is really curious. What would you have gotten if you just grabbed like a bunch of people from these old civilizations like Egypt, Rome, Greece? Like you just grab a bunch of them from these old civilizations, and then you bring them into present and introduce them to VTubers. Like, I'm curious, would a bunch of Egyptians want to be cat VTubers? Or would they choose something else? What would they choose? What would a Greek want to be exactly? Would they choose their Oshi god and then go, I want to be a, gosh, which god would people have really have liked? Let's go Apollo. Someone really likes Apollo, so they make a sun-based character. Or maybe a fire-based character. Maybe they even wear a hat. Okay, so I'd say 1 out of 10 if everyone make them a new god. Oh my, well, actually, I think you took... Actually, wait, what if we flipped it around? What if we... Okay. What if we brought a computer back in time, saved with like stream archives from a bunch of VTubers? Which VTuber do you think that ancient people, if we just somehow magically translated it to their language without anything being lost in translation, which ones do you think would be most likely to gather simps in ancient times? Like, I'm very curious. Who would be most likely to gather ancient simps? Because I'm curious, who would appeal to these ancient people? Would I don't think someone who makes a lot of like modern memes would win over people. here's the thing though. You say that Gura would be popular with people who worship Poseidon. Here's the thing. Gura makes a lot of memes, and every single meme would be lost on them. So I feel like it had to be someone whose strength doesn't lie in memes. Unless they create all of their memes on their own, but they like use memes they've like read or heard or engaged with in media, I feel like it'd fall flat. So the most optimal ability to like become popular with ancient people would be you'd have to be able to make your own content without requiring people to have prior anything. Like if we're talking about, let's go into the Morbius memes, right? Anyone who was making lots of memes about morbing, that would be so lost in ancient people. They'd go, what's a morb? What do you mean 13 morbibillion or morb trillion? Read Rick Riordan's. They are super good. He has Greek, Roman, and Egyptian mythology. Alright, what am I missing on this roof? There's a lot of scattered dirt, yes. But, like, ignoring the scattered dirt, there's plenty more. It's the other end. Okay. We'll just slowly go down. Let's see. Okay, I read a lot still, but I don't read in the same way. Back in the day, I used to read lots of books. Now, I still struggle, like whenever I say it, I still have that initial hesitation because there's so much bad rep on it, but I still, to this day, will read a good amount of fan fiction. Like, there is so much of a bad rep on fan fiction because of one of the more common types of stories you might find online, or at least more commonly discussed. But like, really, if you watch a good show, right? Like, let's say for a moment that you watched like season 1 of My Hero Academia, and you go, "Wow, this is a cool show." And honestly, it's debatable whether or not My Hero is really that good, especially how it's been going steadily downhill. But I think the show started off with some good potential. Let's focus on that. So, you then go look up fanfiction, you find like another take on the story. One that expands upon it, maybe avoids some of the issues it has. Like, I'm just hypothetically suggesting maybe grabbing a purple grape person, grabbing that purple grape person and expelling them on the spot, or having them basically be told that they'll be expelled if they don't clean up their behavior. There's just those little things. Maybe get a Bakugo to get Baku gone if he doesn't get his own act together. You say that it gets way better, Eclipse. I've read the manga. I'm pretty sure I'm still ahead of the show, even though I read the manga last, like, years ago. And that's not to be a surprise. Um, Manga, it usually takes years for animes to catch up to the mangas. From what I've seen, I've watched some videos talking about where My Hero is right now, in present day. And I'll admit, the people who were going over it didn't seem like they were too big of fans of My Hero. But what I heard made it sound like it really went downhill in quality. I don't want to go too much into detail because if any of you are still really into My Hero, I don't want to accidentally like spoil you. But yeah, My Hero, I think it started with a good amount of potential, but it also has Norse mythology, which is like Asgard and Thor and Loki. If you like mythology, overly sarcastic productions, a good YouTube channel. Good to know. Good to know. But yeah, I think it started with a good amount of potential. I absolutely love stories where like tons of people or everyone has superpowers, and I love the potential directions they can go. There's so much potential in them. Like, you just tell me, look, Flaming, it has this, that, and that, and I'm going to jump into it. It sounds like you just in general love mythology, which is very based. Mythology is very interesting. I wonder how they would feel, the people from the eras, knowing that people just treat them as just a fun little world. I mean, basically treat what they might have worshipped as a fun little story to talk about. Let's see. I don't know how they dealt with Wukong. Yeah, I would speak on that, but I know even less about that. So I know more about Norse than I do about Chinese mythology. Yes. Okay. Eclipse, could you tell me what is the big thing that happened last in the anime? I'm pretty sure the anime's already gotten past Overhaul versus Midoriya like ages ago. Where are they now? I'm assuming they've already like where are they? When I was last reading the manga, the last fight I had personally had read was, I believe it was the Rabbit Hero versus multiple Nomus as they were preparing to. Yes, Isizu, I think that's how you pronounce his name. I haven't watched it in years. I've just read. Isizu, yes. I've heard that in the manga, he's gotten quite edgy, and he like masters powers overnight, just kind of skipping stuff rapidly. It almost feels like the author is either in a rush to end it or is being pressured to end it or go through faster. But yeah, where is the show at, the anime? Like, what was the most recent fight? I mean, yeah, if you want to tell me any fun lore, I'm down. Have they finally reached the part where, or have they finally started to reach where, uh, what was it? I think it was in a hospital. Rabbit Hero, bunch of Nomus. Imagine not having 6-month membership. You're right. Imagine. Let's see. Okay, wait. Okay, so my villains arc. So to clarify, that means they've fought against Re-Destro? Have they fought against Re-Destro yet? With Toga getting her quirk awakening twice, getting past his mental trauma, sort of. The guy's still insane, but he has new problems now, I guess. I don't know how to put it. It's been years since I've read it. Okay. You're... Okay, anime viewers are getting close to where I left off on. I was a decent amount of chapters ahead of that, but... Yeah, I remember reading that. Imagine wasting money. Spamford, how could you say that? Jelly is very based, and also, I appreciate it. So, it's not a waste if I appreciate it, right? Let's see. Journey to the West. After Wukong got stuck under a mountain with a magic seal after he trashed heaven, ate all the immortality peaches, ate all the immortality pills, the immortality wine, and he learned immortality from the patriarch. Why does he need so much immortality? He has, like, immortality squared. Like, now you could probably just take a bite out of him and gain immortality with all that immortality in him. Let's see. Okay. I can't wait to be done with this house, man. We've been working on this house for, what, an hour? So some female god very much likes him. YouTube, please, please. I talked about tons of dark stuff, right? You're only going to demonetize me if I say something mildly inappropriate, right? YouTube, right? Okay. Also, he was under the mountain for 500 years. Okay, this crown. Okay. Okay. Do, 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 do. So I'm trying to think. What was I thinking? I was thinking about something. I lost my mental track. Are there any animes you all are excited for? Is there like an anime you all want to see? I have mixed feelings about Solo Leveling, but I'm kind of looking forward to it. I'm also looking forward to the vending machine anime. You know, it's funny. The next arc is called, but that's where it gets better. Let's see. There have been a few animes I've been looking forward to so far, and so the ones I've been looking forward to came out pretty well. Like, I was really looking forward to Spy Family going from a manga to anime, and boy, did it pay off. The vending machine anime thing was one I had... I'm not even sure if it has a manga. I went through the written version. It was pretty solid. With Solo Leveling, I read the... Gosh, how do you pronounce it? Manhwa? For Solo Leveling, and then after that I switched to the text version. And it's okay, like, honestly, is it fantastic? Probably not. But up until late in the story, I thought it was pretty good. It totally lost me after a while. Solo Leveling totally lost me kind of late into the story. I think it lost me... I'm trying to think of a non-spoiler way to put it, for those of you. Chainsaw Man? Chainsaw Man's eh. When I watched the first episode, my impression of the first episode is going to be the show's going to have good animation, a story that isn't quite my thing, and fight scenes that look fantastic. That was my impression after the first episode. And so far, that's kind of held true. It's a story about someone who is, I guess, on the road to seeking happiness, and the problem is that happiness is fleeting. So how do you grab it? Attack on Titan's animated ending and Demon Slayer Season 3. Let's see. You know, I'm sad. I haven't been able to get into a lot of these animes that people have spoken about. Like Attack on Titan. I watched it. I never went past watching it. Watched a bit of the first season, went, this show isn't for me. Then with Demon Slayer, I got a bit further than Attack on Titan. I actually thought Demon Slayer was really good at first. The atmosphere was very interesting. The story went back and forth, and I wasn't sure how I felt about it. Up until Mr. Gosh, I don't remember their name. They had the pig head on. Oh, actually, no, I have two issues. You have Mr. Pighead, and then you have the person with like, I think it was lightning powers. Like when that person I always felt like was kind of just overly weak and worthless. But then I pushed through it. But then the guy with the pig head comes in, and I feel like the whole show switched from being kind of a horror spooky atmosphere to a comedy. I felt like it shifted more into a comedy, and that's really where it lost me. I wasn't really watching it for the comedy. I didn't feel like its strength to me was the comedy. So, if I was looking for a comedy, that would have been great. But I wasn't, so yeah, the story kind of lost me there. Pighead is trying his best. I mean, that doesn't, the story isn't necessarily bad for switching to a comedy. It just switched from being something that I would say is my kind of cup of tea to being something that isn't. So we need to get wooden trims and one gutter. Which gutter? Not that one. Is it this one? It is. Like, with Demon Slayer, I think it's a good example of a show that I don't think is necessarily bad. It just went very far from the type of thing that I would like. So if you like it, that's fine. It, I'm not saying your favorite show is bad, but I am saying that it really did lose me in terms of interest. Let's see. Oh, dirt. If you wait till the ending, but that's the thing. I struggle so much to force myself to go through a story that I don't enjoy. I'm going to be honest. Okay, I had someone tell me Doctor Stone is so good and I should watch Doctor Stone. So I decided I was going to watch Doctor Stone. I watched like the first episode. I thought, not too bad. It's okay. So then I keep watching. I think they get the one friend out. Then I think the comedy disappears very fast. I mean, then you can probably pinpoint exactly when I stopped watching them. Where it just kind of lost me completely. Let's see. Like, a lot of these shows I start. Can you say who dies? You could say as many names as you want. I don't remember the name of a single character. Not even that one character that's like... Oh, actually, no. No, I do remember the name of the mascot. Nuzco? Nu okay, I'm probably butchering it, but in my defense, I haven't watched the show in ages. But her name was like Nuzco. But yeah, you can say the names, but unless it's the one name I recognize, I will have no idea. I'll go, maybe that's the pig guy. Maybe the pig guy died, or maybe the very pathetic guy who probably becomes less pathetic as the time goes on with the electricity or whatever. Like, chances are he gets better. But I struggle to get past those little parts where this show just kind of loses me. Um, let's see. Anyway, Doctor Stone. Doctor Stone. Shinobu dies. Hashira dies. Hashira's brother dies. The Mist Hashira dies. Snake Hashira and the Love Hashira die. You have no idea what that means. Is Hashira the name of the evil group in Demon Slayer? Wasn't there an evil group in there? Or maybe they aren't evil, but antagonists? I don't know. I didn't watch enough to remember if there was any nuance to the antagonists. Oh, perfect. We found one of the things we need to clean. I think you're spoiling things for Eclipse. I think you're spoiling it for him. Like, it means absolutely nothing to me, but... Upper Moon or Lower Moon is the bad guy? Okay. moving away from what's spoiling Eclipse, let's get into Doctor Stone. A Doctor Stone, right? I was following. I was interested enough. I was curious. How are they going to make progress in the world, right? They're going to fix the problems. What exactly turned a bunch of people into stone? And from there, the first part that made me go, oof, is when the beast student popped up. Like, I forget. They're like, and the beast student's crazy overpowered, you know. They can fight bears, I think. Okay, skate park or house. Let's go skate park. I'm probably not going to finish the skate park before I switch games, but I just want to keep talking, and it's easier to talk while playing Power Wash Sim. Um, and then there was even times where they had chances to kill him. The guy is blatantly evil unless you think he's right. And yeah, he's just killing people left and right. So then I was like, oh my gosh, this guy is awful, and they just won't kill him off. They won't resolve his arc. So then I decide I'm tired of watching this arc with this beast student. So I decide, okay, well this is just one bad arc of Dr. Stone, right? So I'll just skip to the next arc in the show. So anyway, I skip to the end of the season. The guy's still alive. So then I skip to season 2. And then I skip to the end of season 2 because it takes the end of season 2 from to finish the arc with the Beast student. A practically 2-season long antagonist. And he was the most boring antagonist for me. And you know, yo, your Yorichi can one-tap Muzan, the strongest demon, all Demon Slayer, and has the strongest breathing ever, and was the first one who made breathing. He created breathing, interesting. And Muzan's horrified of him. Neato. Let's see. Like, I have no problem with really long arcs, but if I don't like the arc, then that just kind of loses me. And unfortunately, Dr. Stone's pretty much entire anime lost me because that one guy was just the focus. I said Yorichi right? Neato. Yeah, basically. Okay, Beast Student, because I cannot remember their names. If you type the name, I'll probably be able to give a good attempt at pronouncing it. But like, yeah, this guy, he would kill people left and right, clearly evil, unless you think that his murders were justified. Unless you believe his morality was objectively correct or whatever. He is clearly evil. And though the worst part is, I felt like his introduction was interrupting the show. To me, what I was interested in the show is how they're going to rehabilitate society. But then they're forced to revive this guy to save their lives. And this guy they're forced to revive is just an awful person. Yeah, from Dr. Stone. And Mr. Evil Beast Student is just literally killing people left and right. And the guy basically suffers no consequences for these kills. Because they had times, I remember it clearly, where they had explosives or something. Gunpowder. Could have finished off Mr. Evil Beast Student, ended the arc. And no, they don't. They drag the arc on. That arc could have been like a 2-3 episode arc. If that arc was just... If it had ended when they had outsmarted him and could have killed him, I would have been happy. Honestly, I would have even forgiven the arc if they had... When they had the power to kill him, if he just... Power of friendship, you could have killed me but didn't. I know. forsake my murder. I would have even been able to excuse that. But the guy doesn't die, and then I think he starts breaking other people out of, he revives other people, and then they start killing people too. Like, so then they have like a huge, long arc of just, oh no, Mr. Evil Beast guy we could have killed, we had a clear opportunity to shut down, is now causing more problems. We should probably stop him. But how do we stop him without killing him? I don't know, boy. Like, Now, a show that I will go on and on about, and if anyone says that they have a problem with, you are wrong. Hunter x Hunter, aka Hunter x Hunter. I'll say the X sometimes. I'll fight you if you tell me I shouldn't say the X. Hunter x Hunter. Magnificent. Fantastic. We are probably never getting another series in the anime. We might get more. We might get more in the anime. We might one day. Okay, let's say hypothetically that Hunter x Hunter continues, right? We will not get another anime until at least 2030. It's possible we'll get more anime. No sooner will we get it than 2030. I am sorry if any of you were holding out hope that we might get a 2021 release, but obviously we didn't. The problem is that we're getting so few manga updates, and I've been a good hat. I've been such a good hat. I have not been reading the manga too much. I have engaged with some spoilers. I did watch Hisoka versus Krello. I did learn about part of one of the future arcs. But for the most part, I've been good. I've been good. I cannot wait for the anime. I'm going to patiently wait for it if it ever does come out. If the anime is not out by like 2035 or something, maybe I'll just go all out. But I'm going to do my darndest to not actively read it until then. Like, okay, this is speculation. Now, this is speculation. There is a genuinely good possibility. Hunter x Hunter. There is a good possibility Kurapika is going to die. Kurapika might die in one of the upcoming arcs. Hunter x Hunter, of course, has an anime. Have you not watched the anime? It's fantastic. Neither the 1999 or 2011 versions of the anime are perfect. The 2011 one is pretty solid. Honestly, it is solid. There are a few scenes that the 1999 version does better. Generally, the 2011 version is superior. Generally. But there are specific sections, like Killa's first on-screen kill in the 2011. I think Kill only kills one person on screen. It's been a while since I watched it. The heart. Do you mean new? Like new Hunter x Hunter? There is no new Hunter x Hunter. What do you mean new? The last time Hunter x Hunter got episodes was in 2011. Which is 11 years ago. Like, okay. And then before that, it was 12 years ago. No, not technically 12. If we want to be fair, the 2011 one went... Okay, let me explain this. How do I pronounce that? Swar? Have you been keeping up with the manga for Hunter x Hunter? Essentially, after the 1999 anime was finished, we were getting a ton of chapters. Tons of chapters a year. Which is how we got enough content for the Chimera Ant arc and the... what was it? The election arc. Those are the two arcs that, to my recollection, were released after the 1999, 12 years later. This time around, we are getting way, way less in terms of rate of content. There would be no we would not, in the style that Hunter x Hunter has made its updates, there isn't enough content yet to justify another anime. A 2030, no, 23. 23 would be the next if we go by 12-year increments. So because of the fact that we probably will not have enough content, that means that we're probably not going to get another anime until like 2030. Like the next one will probably cover Hisoka versus Chrollo, the Succession War, and Dark Continent. That's probably what the next anime would need to cover. Here's the thing. The Dark Continent isn't finished. I don't know a lot about these arcs. I know the basics of the Succession War. I know minute details about the Dark Continent. And I'm not even sure that any of these arcs are truly finished, other than, of course, well, I mean, even Hisoka. Hisoka, we don't know what's going to happen to Hisoka. There's so many unknowns, and with that in mind, we need way more content for this to actually go anywhere. Which is why I'm saying 2030. 2030, easily. So then, of course, that leads into... I'm going to give it until like 2035 to see if an anime comes out before I go into it myself. I'm trying my best to be good and not go into it too soon. Like, I'm really worried that Krapika is going to die. Krapika? Krapika? Gosh, am I pronouncing his name right? Anyway. Let's see, I don't want to play this game too much longer, but let's just get a bit more cleaning done. I'm worried that he will die. It would be really sad if he was one of the members of the main cast. Do I have Minecraft? Not really. Not really, no. Minecraft's, Microsoft kinda oofed that possibility. Let's see. Okay. Getting a bit more dirt around here. You're not in the mood for a horror game? That's sad. Well, I hope I'll see you in the next stream after the horror thing. Alright, let's just keep cleaning for a bit longer. Okay, what was I saying? Okay, so another anime that I really like, and this one, I've gone into the manga, the webcomic, and everything. One Punch Man. One Punch Man. It's One Punch Man's interesting. It's a comedy story that kind of went into it, grew into a full story, but still very much is a comedy. Usually the story is at its heaviest comedically when Saitama is present. When he's not present, the story can actually get pretty serious, consequences feel real enough. Though, other than that one time, characters don't really actually ever die for the most part. In fact, they've literally retconned deaths before, where manga chapters, a bunch of people die, and then they just retcon it and go, actually, we're going to redraw that chapter, no one died. But, my gosh, there are some good fights in there, and I can't wait to watch them get animated. Like, as much as I'm not too fond of the Season 2 result, because I wanted fights on par of Season 1. I knew I wasn't going to get them, but as a result, I was disappointed. Because I was still hoping and hoping. There was one fairly good fight there, and that was Garo in Season 2. Garo versus the A's and B's. Were the other fights that good? To me, not really. Not, I think Garo's fight was just so fantastic. But like for most of the fights, I know a lot of people will go and say that they did the best they could. And you know what, that's fair. Chances are they did not get enough time to make Season 2 good. If they had gotten 12 more months, I'm willing to believe that Season 2 could have been way better. Maybe. Maybe Season 2, animation-wise, would have been way better. But like, in a lot of the scenes, people would like get attacked off camera, or like, people eat monster cells and become monsters, but they just skip the transformation. Like, that's disappointing. I wanted to see the transformation. Or with the fights, some of them where someone's getting beaten up, they just kind of reuse a bunch of scenes. My favorite was when, okay, normally when sometimes when you're doing movement as an artist, you will have a stretched out frame of a character, and it's just to do the motion effect, right? Now imagine that during the anime, you just see characters for a moment be wildly contorted because they didn't actually do a good job of really concealing it. So in real time, you can just see the contortions from movement, almost like they're a cartoon character. I think there's like a scene where Bang has like insanely long legs and arms, and you don't have to pause to spot it, you can just see it. It's like you're watching One Piece, that Luffy guy. How much do you enjoy reading normal books? I used to be really into it, but nowadays I'm more interested into web comics, manga, fan fiction. I haven't read a normal book, quote unquote, in ages. And honestly, the last normal book I've read was from an author that was kind of oof. Very, and the said author made some very interesting stories. I'm not going to name them, but said author made some very interesting stories. And the problem was that said author had certain little problems with some of their views, and while their early works, it doesn't leak in too much with their views. As time goes on, their viewpoints kind of become more and more visible, right? Their issues, their real life issues, you could start to see it more and more as the years went on, and their newer and newer works came out, until their newer works are almost kind of unrecognizable from their older ones. Not entirely, not entirely. If you go to their oldest works, you can see the seeds, the start of those kind of problems, but it was almost like as they went on writing, they kind of got worse, which is really sad to see. Ideally, as they write, you want them to get better, that you want them to improve. I think there's something magical about watching an author in real time improve. Or like a YouTube channel, right? Watching them improve and becoming better. Because then you can say, I saw them actually grow, improve, get better. That growth, that period of growth is just fantastic. But then seeing the reverse of it is very sad. It is incredibly sad to see the reverse growth, because, again, all their issues would leak into their writing. And in case you're wondering, I'm not talking about the most obvious candidate for people. If any of you think I'm talking about J.K. Rowling, who actually, now that I think about it, you could very easily guess I was talking about J.K. Rowling, but no, I'm not actually. With J.K. Rowling, I've read none of her more recent works. I've just heard that J.K. Rowling has gone downhill. I have read nothing of her newer works, so I can't actually say whether or not her works have gone down in quality. Like, I read Harry Potter. I did read all the books for Harry Potter, but I cannot say I've read any of her more recent stuff. I am unfortunately burdened with The Cursed Child. Suzanne Collins. I'm very much burdened with The Cursed Child. If any of you like Harry Potter, don't read The Cursed Child, please. Please, it's fan fiction, but it's bad fan fiction. As someone who reads fan fiction unironically, I can tell you that The Cursed Child is fan fiction and that you shouldn't read it. It Harry Potter is at the point now where J.K. Rowling is no longer the person who's allowed to decide what is canon. It's very fascinating. It is super, super fascinating that J.K. Rowling, she made Harry Potter. She made all the stuff for it and knows everything about the story that we will never know. Despite that, J.K. Rowling is not regarded as a source anymore for canon information about it. And this isn't like, this is something I very much believe in. Like, that she is no longer a reliable narrator for what goes on in Harry Potter. So, if you could grab The Cursed Child and say, this is a terrible thing, but it's canon, because J.K. Rowling said it is, but then I would say no. She's no longer a reliable source for that. And in truth, there is no creator, or there is no perfect source of canon information for Harry Potter anymore. It's just kind of people decide what it is for themselves now. I'm wondering, has that happened for many other stories? I'm curious. But yeah, it's almost a shame that that has happened. But yeah, I can't really, again, speak on her later works. I've just heard about them. I think it's like a detective series. Let's see. But yeah, I think anyone who says that J.K. Rowling is very much no longer knowledgeable about Harry Potter, you would be super right. I would say there are plenty of fans of Harry Potter who probably are more knowledgeable about it than her now. Alright. You haven't read Harry Potter? That's kind of a shame. I think Harry Potter actually has a bunch of interesting ideas. I'm hesitant to say it's a really good story because I've read through it several times over the years. Well, not just read, but listened. There are several things in the books that don't hold up to later examination. Don't get me started on the Triwizard Tournament. Don't get me started on that. Greek mythology and modern day stuff put in a blender. A lot of stories are like that now. Let's see. But yeah, the author I was speaking about before is a older author. I think they're still alive, I think. I haven't checked. Okay, I think that's enough. Let's go on to the next game. Let's go on to the next game here. Okay, the Underland Chronicles is really good. You got nothing to contribute? You haven't read any books? What have you read? Tell us about that. Have you read some fan fiction? Was it good? Bad? Alright, let me fade to black. Close out of that game. Ba ba ba. Okay. The next game I had on my to-do list. I'm trying to think. Do I? Yeah, I kind of want to go into this game. I was itching to play this, so we're going to play it. What I specifically want to do is A, I have two goals with this game. One, I want to make a quick tutorial, and then two, I want to play through the game and get a better feel for it so I can make a better tutorial later. Okay, let's check my settings, make sure we're all good before we start. Actually, that's too quiet. Normally I don't feel that way. Okay, okay. I think we're all set here. Okay, so this is the Backrooms. This is the game I'm going to be playing, the Backrooms. If you think the Backrooms is going to be a bit too spooky... Oh, whoops, 1 second. Alright, I'm back. You think you'll be fine? Fantastic. Oh, we have 3 difficulties. Honestly, let's go to hard. I think I'm up for some hard mode. Okay. So anyway, I do want to really... Okay, so I have 2 objectives here. 1, make a super light tutorial. And 2, make... practice this so I can make a higher quality tutorial for the full thing. So let's get through this. Step 1, I think, is getting through this first section. Now, if I remember right, yeah, I awake here. That arrow tells me to go that way. Okay. Well, instead of going that way, I think I'll go this way. No escape. That's unfortunate. Okay, where am I going now? Where go now? Oh, there it is. Okay. This is realistic? Fantastic. Okay, so step 1. Boom, boom, boom. Unknown entity made a cable. When it's close, the environment in the room changes, attracted by electronic devices. Okay. Water. Almond water is good for you. Radio. That was strange. Just kind of popped into existence, didn't it? Let me quickly tinker with my settings. Anti-anxiety pills. Let me tinker with these really fast. I don't see why there'd be a problem with anything. Huh. That was just weird, I guess. Okay. So now... Okay. This is the part I wanted to make a quick tutorial for. Are you all ready? Okay, let's see. Now, this is going to be a short. So since it'd be a short, never mind. I can't make a short while doing this, so I won't be. Okay, I'll do a short later. Okay, so the puzzle is 1, 2, 3, 4. So 6, 6, 3, 0. Let's see. 6, 6. What? 6? Oh, that's a 5. 6, 5, 3, 0. And here we go. Okay, so that's the first step here. Oh, right. Am I think I'm all set for this. Okay. Here we go. So some more almond water. Watch your stamina. Pills. Beware of that entity. Okay, so we're going to practice this. Let me raise my volume. Okay, so once you get all of those supplies, to mark that I've checked everything, let's go in the bottom. This is a multiplayer game, by the way. Okay, I'm just going in circles here. I need to go this way. Almond water, do I need more? Okay, I'm full on almond. Okay. This is a big room. There should be a locker. There isn't. Are lockers random? Okay, this is still here. That's a note. Is this note important? Yeah, okay. Corpses. Let's see. Some of these have blood on it. Just those 3, it looks like. So then we go... Oh, did I get it wrong? I see, it's those 3. Oh, never mind, I did get it right. Okay, so now we keep going. You're still here? Fantastic. So now in my inventory I have the hammer. I'll need that later. Oh, wow. I'm surprised I haven't seen a locker yet. Or are there no monsters yet? Oh dear gosh, I'm on hard mode. What if hard mode means no lockers to hide in? Or at least less. Fingers. Oh boy. Someone's in the vents. Okay. Okay, it's 6:30. That's good to know. Careful. Gosh, I would not have gone on hard difficulty if I had known that the game would be removing lockers like that. A hand. More sanity pills. Okay. I haven't run into any monsters. That doesn't mean they aren't spawning yet. It just means I've been fortunate. And maybe there aren't any monsters. Yeah, I'll stay clear of that. Run. That was a monster right there. Did you see it? Yeah, Eclipse is still here. So our first monster, and I'm on hard mode, so I can't hide in a locker. Okay. Careful. I don't know how many lives you get on hard mode. Oh gosh, I went back to the start. Shoot. Okay. And now? That door wasn't open before. I'd like to say that door wasn't open beforehand, but now the door is very much open. Okay. Okay. Let's get this horse set up. There we go. Then we go 1, 2, screwdriver, 3. Oh right, I don't have the hands yet. Never mind. Whoa, that spooked me. Okay. I can't believe I was spooked, not by like a monster, but like a random horse. I heard something. Ooh, another locker. Nothing. Spooky. Okay. Are there 0 lockers? Really? That's cool. Okay. I might not be alone. Okay. One. 2. Empty. Okay. Empty. 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 I'm sorry about getting quieter. I'm a little nervous. I'm not sure that I'm still alone here. Listen for footsteps. I don't hear anyone else walking yet. Empty, empty. Empty, empty, empty. I. Okay. Oh no. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. Okay, I just got a red key. Oh boy. Someone's down here with me. Hide. Listen, listen. I don't hear it. I don't hear it. Careful. I hear it. Hide. Can it go through doors? I don't know if it can go through doors. Can it go through doors? It didn't follow me through. I might be safe. The problem is the red key. I know where it goes, and it goes so far. Also, if I ever replay this game, I'm playing it on easy mode or normal. Definitely not hard. Oops, losing my mind. Let me quickly take my sanity pills. Okay. Sounds like someone dropped into the room I was just near. As long as it's not with me. Alright, I have the screwdriver, don't I? And I can close those. Okay. Well, let's be careful. Listen. 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 It's there. I saw its shadow. I saw its shadow. That's extremely concerning. Because I can't do much if it's here. Let's see. Yeah, I have stuff. Where is it? It's where I want to be. The light isn't red here. Oh boy. Nope, still there. I guess we'll just hang out over here. Yeah, but I'm speedrunning it. If you want the actual playthrough where I solve the puzzles, that's in like 21 minutes. Alright. Oh, I'll take a new thing of pills. Where is the red door? it's not over here. Shoot. I went the wrong way. Um, I I went the wrong way. I'm Vinny. I'm playing on hard mode, so this game is like super difficult. Okay, careful. Close that. Oh, nice. Open, open. Okay, I found the telly. I think it's near me. I think it's near me. I don't hear it, but I think it's near me. I don't see it, but I feel like it's near. Oh? I heard a sound. That sound isn't near me. Or maybe it is. Okay. Oh no. Hide. We'll conceal our presence. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay. Well, that's sad. I was kind of cornered, okay? Quieter. Silent. Is that the door? No. Silent. Okay. Is it over here? No. It's really close to here. Oh, I think I found the door. Kind of overwhelms the rest of the light, doesn't it? Oh my gosh, I only get 3 lives? Yeah, good chance I might fail. All things considered. Like, sure, I'm already at this part, but still. B. L. U. Balloon. M. Balloon. Bloom. Okay, B. L. Did I go the wrong way? I probably did. Blue. And then bloom. Not sure what the fuses are for, but there, I got them. What are these for? Interesting. Okay, so let's see. Was I supposed to recover something else? I think by now all I'm requiring is the VHS. Doesn't the VHS I can get something else? I feel like I'm missing something. Right, I need the clock. I'm missing the clock and the VHS. I think someone's nearby. Is it coming in? There's no way it's coming in, right? The lights are red, though. Oh, thank goodness it's moving away. Yeah, it's been vacating. Okay. Here. Put VHS. Guess I forgot to loot it earlier. Okay, let's sneak around. Okay. There. Now I'm back at the start. That one light was turning red. So it's over there. Let's go a different way, where the lights don't shine red. Okay. Run. Run. You saw that. It was coming for me. Someone else is coming for me too, it looks like. You hear it? You hear the drums? One's red, the other's white. That means it's right out there. It has to be close to a specific location. I don't like this. I want to see the lights back there slowly turning red, and this one, the one's close to me, turning white as it leaves. It's literally camping me. Why am I playing on hard instead of easy? I don't get this. It's literally right outside my room. Oh? It's walking? There, that turns light. That turns... Okay, I think it's vacated. Okay. So, Vinny, while you're here, what do you think about this game exactly? What are your thoughts on Okay, that thing annoys me a bit. Okay. Here we go. Whoops. Use. Okay. We put it in.
A rescue team were dispatched moments
Yep.
after receiving a radio signal.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, when the team arrived at the destination point, they got dead bodies. In total, 9
9 were
bodies
found.
were found. The team collected all the bodies and piled them up on an empty room.
Okay.
Some of the corpses were found with some anomalies on them.
Okay.
The anomalies are the next.
The next. Jennifer. What was Jennifer's thing?
The previous subject was found without
Jennifer left ear. Those corpses and bodies do not match. So Jennifer, then Jonathan.
The previous subject was found without their teeth.
Okay, teeth for the next one. And then Marco.
The previous subject was found
Right
without
hand.
the right hand.
So it was teeth, right hand, and like ear. I might need to watch that again. Jennifer.
The previous subject
Jennifer,
was found
ear.
without the left ear.
Okay. Just you and Chris right now?
The previous subject was found without
Yeah,
their teeth.
Okay. What? Something happened. My chat just suddenly zoomed
The
forward.
previous subject was found
Is this live
without the
footage or a
right hand.
game? This is a game. Hard mode, there's 7 monsters. My chat was just frozen and just caught up. I thought chat was just frozen, but no. Or like no one was speaking frozen, but no, it's actually frozen. Yeah, I didn't see anything you said until just now. Okay, I'm gonna watch one more time. It was like Jennifer, ear.
The previous subject was found without the left ear.
Okay. Jonathan was teeth.
The previous subject
Okay,
was found
Jonathan
without
was
their
teeth. And then Marco was what, nose? Or hand?
The previous
Hand.
subject was found without the right hand.
I didn't do anything like that and chat unfroze itself. But, yeah. Okay, so I need to find teeth, apparently? Because I'm looking in my inventory, right? I don't have teeth. I have moth jelly, which gives energy. I have fingers, hand, nose, ear. Surprised Vinny didn't stay. Where's teeth? I also need to find clock hand. I need to wait for that light to stop being red. There's a note somewhere I haven't read. Oh yeah, you hear that heartbeat drum? The murder machine is right around me. The light's red. It's right outside my room now. Probably, honestly. So moth jelly is for if I have a sprint section, I need to just sprint away. Hammer's useless to me now. I'm not sure where I left the clock hands. But obviously I left them somewhere. That darn drumming monster is so close to me. You see that? We don't hear it, but we can sense it. And you see how that light's white? That means it's closer to me than it is that light. Oh gosh. Maybe, probably not right now. I'm busy. I think the rules even say. When this light turns white, that means it's moving away from me. But until it does, I can't leave. Oh. It burned out. Cool. Okay. That door is open. There's nothing in there. Now we're going to go along here. I'm going to try to find some drawers we haven't opened. We already opened this one, yeah. Did that one right at the start. Darn it. That's what water? Yeah. Turned white, meaning it's moving away. Close. I'm thinking I've looked at everything over there, meaning whatever I'm missing is over here. Not fond of how that light was red. I'll just go right down here. Let's seal that. Did I ever open these? Clock hands. Let's go. Now we can backtrack the clock hands. Nope. Nope. We do not mess with that. You have to crouch walk away. It's not so simple, I don't think. I don't think it's as simple as crouch walk away. Wrong way. Is there anything in here? No. I think this is where I wanted to go. Yes. Nothing, nothing. Open inventory. Clock hands. And then I remember what I'm doing. Okay. So... then I grab you. Nope. There. Perfect. Then you. 3. That sounded like 7. Yep, someone just jumped down here. 7, 3, 7, 6. 7, 3, 7, 6. So 7376 will enable me to do a thingy. I can't remember. I think it gets me the pliers. Yeah. But I still need the teeth. I don't get it. I have the foot, the nose, the ear, the eye, the hand, the fingers. No teeth. Looks like they cleared out. Hide. Hide. We're hiding. Can you pause the game? Wait, what? What about... Yeah, 7376. Oh, I heard it just go up. Oh no, but... Okay. Against my better judgment, I'm going to go this way. It's over there, okay. Well, shoot, what do I do? I'm pretty confident that's the way I need to go. Close the door behind me. Let's see, 7, 3, 7, 6. Plier obtained. What PC parts? You think I know PC building? Actually, I guess that is an obvious. No, I don't. I have a pre-built. Hello, Tree. How are you doing? It's been a little while. We're playing the Backrooms right now. Let me put that in the title. Okay, lights aren't red around here. Water. Nothing. Shoot. Yeah, nothing. Okay. Nothing. Great. I can't tell where the monster is, per se. I know I'm missing teeth. The game looks familiar. I mean, it's Backrooms. That might make it seem more familiar. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Nothing, nothing. Nothing, nothing. I could start smashing more of these, but I don't think there's anything that comes out of them other than the main thing. That means I'm missing loot somewhere else. So I'm missing the teeth, nothing else now. I'm not sure where you get teeth. But it says I need teeth. I could just smash some more and see if that's the solution. Nothing. 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 Whoa. Okay. Look around, yeah, that's what I'm doing, but everything I found were duds. No teeth were in here. I wonder, back here? No. No. I'll just hide myself from that monster. I'm getting some lag. Whoops. Where is the last one? I'm so close to beating this. Could it be down here? Let's see. Yeah. But I don't see anything on you. Just going to run through that. Okay. Then hurry through here. Yeah, I saw that. The beast is lurking. Probably doesn't appreciate me closing its entrances. Okay, so what do I know? I would love to take tea from that guy, but I can't. So anyway, Jennifer, Ear, Marco, teeth. Let's get those done. Jennifer, Ear. Jennifer, Marco. There's Jennifer. She needs the ear. Okay. Oh, where's Marco? Marco? There's Marco. You need the hand. There's Jonathan's body. Yeah, it's getting laggy. I don't get why. I don't know why. Let's quickly hide over here. Any teeth in here? No. Would have been too easy, wouldn't it? Okay. I'm going to try to figure out. Okay. That looks like a different game. Monster might be near me, that's cool. Yeah, I don't know. Where could the teeth be? Where did I miss? Because I feel like I went everywhere. Oh gosh. Hide. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm looking and looking and looking. It's the real Spampton G Spampton. Yeah, it's the background. Oh gosh. I dodged him. Okay, now I'm crouch running. While I regain stamina. Gosh, that was intense. That was intense. Okay. I heard drums. Let's go hide. Sanity pills, please. Okay. I'm struggling now. Really struggling. Hide. Okay. Now we sprint away. Okay. We lost one, but now we're dealing with another. We might hear its drums any second now. No. Hide. Okay. Yeah, we have a lot of entities. Let's try to slip back through here. Look for teeth. No teeth, no teeth. No teeth, no teeth. Not sure where that came from, but no teeth. Still no teeth. No teeth. Okay. Teeth. No. No teeth. Okay. Slam shut. No teeth. No teeth. Is chat? Chat hasn't moved for a bit. Let me just put a dot in there just to be safe, because earlier it actually did break. So now I'm worried, like, what if it breaks again? Okay. Run. Run. I could sense it before it actually came. But gosh. Gosh. It sprinted. It's always so loud when it comes at you. Okay, I feel like I've legitimately checked every single drawer now multiple times, and every drawer I've checked, nothing. Also, we confirmed that it does go down that hall. Which is good to confirm. Nothing. Random light. Nothing. Nothing. Not even some teeth on the floor. If I just sprint down here. Teeth? No. Teeth? No. Teeth? Not even inside the box. Teeth. So that's where they were. That's why I never found them. They were there. We're trying our best to win hard mode, but gosh, this game does not make it easy. We've already died once. I forget how we died. Did we die in one hit? Now that I think about it, I think we might have died in one. Okay. Okay, now we slip over here. Oh gosh, I hope the monster isn't coming over here, but I think it is. Teeth. Okay. Yeah, I died in one hit. I thought so. Meaning not only do I have less lives, but I die in one hit. If it's any consolation, I know I'm close to the end. Let's see. 1, 2. Where am I? Yeah, I thought I knew. Okay, one of those two is correct. Cool. Yeah, we're really close. Yeah, I knew where the mirror was. Don't worry. Now we flip one off. And if it turns out that the one we flipped off... Okay. Now this is an easy one to test. I thought I heard walking. But now I don't hear it. Nothing? Okay. Turn off. Green. Whoa. I need sanity pills. Yeah, those darn things. I've played the game before, so I know those smilers are one-shot kills, even outside of hard mode. But it seems like in hard mode, everything kills you in one hit. Okay, we just need one more switch. Let's try blue. It was blue. Let's sprint. Cool. We got a suit. I don't think almond water matters in this mode, honestly. I think almond water is for people who aren't playing hard mode. Oh, wow. Okay. We're trying to speedrun this, but hard mode is so much more difficult to speedrun. I could speedrun this so easily if this was easy mode. At least I like to think I could. Okay. Now we just sneak around. Okay. Okay. I don't like the lights are red here. Oh no, we're dead. Out of stamina. If it comes here, I'm down. I'm out of stamina. If it comes here, it gets me, I'm dead. Okay. Lights are no longer red. That was terrifying. It could have gotten me. I could have died. I was just lucky it didn't go my way. Okay. Let's rush over here. Okay. I have my suit on. Let's get my radar on. And now we're in the last section of this part. Okay. That's the entrance. Now we check this. Nothing on the horse. Now let's slide right again. Nothing on that. Now let's slide in here. Perfect, we got something. Spray it down. It's clear. Chair. Clear. Chair's phasing through the wall, apparently. Nothing in the bucket. I'm not sure what that is, clothing, but it's not clear. It's clear. Whatever toy that was. Toy is clear. Actually, that's candy. Mask head is clear. Moth jelly is clear. Clear, clear. Wheelchair, clear. Ooh, crutches. These crutches are not clear. Are you ready? Spray them down. Spray them down. Clear. Clear. Mask, not clear. Oh gosh, that mask is really bad. Mask is clear. Not clear, or clear, clear. Not clear, clear. Here we go. Whoops. Actually, I'm curious. What does it say about contamination? That's in the green. Okay. So this is where I got beforehand. The problem is this game doesn't save. So I have two choices. I can, one, close the game. Now that I'm done with the first level, I'm not continuing the game. I can tell you that. Not right now. Later, yes, but not right now. Because now I'm kind of in an awkward spot. I have to leave the game running on hard mode. Or what? Like, this game has no save function. It's really awkward. But I've beaten the first level. I can tell you that. This was the first level. I tried asking a couple other content creators if they wanted to do a collab. Yeah, this game has no saves. If I close out of the game, if I hit escape and hit exit, everything's gone. Everything. It's really dumb. I don't want to play through this game on hard mode. But, you know what I can do? You know what I am willing to do? I am willing to play through this game on easy mode. So you know what? I'll hit exit. And yeah, I just lost all of my progress. There is no way to go back. So, let's play through this game on easy now. I want to show you how fast I can beat this game on easy as opposed to hard. Because I can promise you I can beat this game way faster. It's on hard mode, I had to actually like super try to be careful. Okay. Oh, there's a door. That's new. I don't recall a door. What's it like on easy? We're playing the highest, this is now the lowest. Left. It's telling me to go left. Now go forward. I don't think you can die in this part. But I did somehow die. Just restart because I'm so early in. Here it is. Okay. So now over here we need to start by grabbing our supplies. Don't mind them literally appearing into reality. We don't need to worry about our stamina. It's not like anything can kill us in this part. Nine, 7, 4, 5. 9, 7, 4, 5. So for one, enemies deal damage based off the difficulty you're on. So on hard mode, Mr. I'm a bunch of chords kills me in one hit. But this is easy mode, so it won't kill me in one hit. Okay. So now I go through here. Let's get all the loot we can. So first, let's go over here. Pick up the VHS, pick up the fingers. Perfect. The chord monster appears to be aiming for going over there, which means I can sneak over here. Okay. Let's see.
A rescue team were dispatched moments after receiving a radio signal.
So now we just need to figure out what these things are.
Destination point, they got dead bodies. In total, 9 bodies were found. The team
I don't actually need to know these yet, other than to know what junk I need for this room.
Some of the corpses were found with
Are you ready?
some anomalies on it.
The anomalies are next.
Anomalies are the next.
So, Carmen? Those eyes on Carmen, huh?
The previous subject
Carmen was
found
fingers.
without
I already have the
fingers.
fingers. Okay, so I have Carmen's. Then Frank.
The previous subject
Frank
was found
eye.
without an eye.
Carmen fingers, Frank eye. And Malcolm
The previous
ear.
subject was found without
Fingers,
left
eyes, ear. Alright. Nose and foot. There we go. Fingers, eyes, ear. There we go. Okay. Yeah, look at those lovely hiding spots that we get on our lower difficulty. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3. I'll worry about our friend in the ducks later. Or not. Well, I think we might have our first death. If our friend doesn't leave us alone. And I don't anticipate that they will. moving towards them. We're maintaining. Okay. Hide inside the pumpkin. Yeah, the back rooms. Now we should be good, just walk around back to where we were. Chances are our friend could have been gone. We weren't fortunate enough for our friend to actually be gone. Whoa! Well, this is the beauty of playing on easy mode. Lockers that you can hide in. Oh wow. The cord monster just ran right by us, didn't it? Okay. You still have to be wary of those smilers. They can kill you in just one hit, no matter your difficulty. At least that's what I read. I need to take more of these. Good thing there's plenty of them. 1, 2, 3. There. Boom, boom. Let's see, so what was it? Carmen, Fingers, Frank Eye, Malcolm Ear. Well, I have the fingers for Carmen. There's Carmen. I'll just leave those there. Now let's go back to our speed run. Sorry, monster, but I'm fine. So I was gonna speed run. Yeah, hiding spots are overpowered. They can watch you hide, and they can't do anything about it. Like, I've had times they're standing right next to me, about to kill me, but since I'm standing right in my hiding spot, and I'm going in, they just let me go in and let me get away. If I wasn't trying to wait for them to leave, I could jump out, jump back in, and probably be safe. It's literally just sitting outside my room. I'd appreciate it if it left. Backrooms are sometimes confusing. It depends on the version. There's so many versions now. If you don't like your current version, just find a new version that's less confusing. Seriously, the monster's just camping. Oh my gosh, it's puppy guarding. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do it. Boom! And now we go back in. Ha. You can't touch me. You can't get me. You no. Yeah, look at that. Did you see that? Did you see that? Were any of you scared? Were any of you scared it would kill me? And that's how I got it to leave by doing that. I got it to leave because I reset its pathing or whatever. Alright. What am I doing wrong here? That looks right to me. Maybe this? Where a note? Oh gosh. We're actually going to just watch and see what happens when the smoke dissipates. I'm curious. Does the smoke mean anything? I always thought the smoke meant something. Okay. No, okay, there we go. It took a lot of work to make that work. Right, I don't have the components for this puzzle. I do have the teeth. Was teeth something I needed? I think it was. No, it was eye and ear. Honestly, this doesn't seem too different from medium, except I think I have more sprint. Also, I have the hammer now. Right, yeah, I have the hammer. Perfect. I needed that eye. I need the eye to break the mirror. The only other thing I need is... Oh gosh! I got caught! So, that is the only threat to you, no matter your mode. That's called the Smiler. No matter what difficulty you're on, it can kill you in one singular hit. It's fantastic, isn't it? Yeah, I thought it was over here. One singular hit, regardless of difficulty. It looks like you get infinite lives on easy mode, which... it probably makes things a bit too easy compared to medium, but honestly, I appreciate it. Hand. Did I need the hand? I did, right? Yeah, it was hand, eye, fingers, right? No. Fingers, eye, ear. Okay, here we go. Let's grab our... Actually, let's not provoke the annoyance yet. Until we're ready. Okay, ear. So now we just need the eye. Or maybe we already have the eye and I forgot. Boom, closed. No, no, no. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, well, we didn't find everything we were looking for. We still need one more item. So we'll just start smashing the pottery like we're Susie. Okay. Okay. There we go, we got the red key. Opened you, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, fingers, eye, ear. So now we just need to hurry over to the red door. Quickly do the paintings. I think it was over here, right? Oh no, but this is another potential source of something I need. Clock hands, yes. 725. So let's do this all in one fell swoop. Okay, I think that's the telly. Okay, let's just sprint down. Okay, 725. What? Oh, M, E, T, A, L. M, A. So, M, A. Okay, where's M? T. So I'm assuming it's probably... Where's T? There's T. What was it? L? What was the fourth? I don't recall. This is the fourth. A second A, okay. I thought there's no way there are two A's, but okay. M-A-T-A-L. Where's the mistake? M. E. Okay, it's metal. It's E. What? It's not metal? M-E-T-A-L? That's definitely a T. That's definitely an A. That's definitely an L. That's an M. That's an E. Metal. Okay. Oh, wait. I see my problem. Are you planning on... I probably won't be making 300 for a while now. I just noticed that it was one too high in every row. I'm not sure why you get the fuses. It's probably more important in a future level. Okay. So I think it was 725. I feel like I need a code. Yeah, I feel like I'm missing a code. Sorry, monster. Loser. Loser monster. Unbased. Opposite of based. Music? You gonna go back to normal? Yeah, that monster. Kind of the opposite of based. Anyway, let's do the next thing now, which is the... Nope. Let's see. Frank I, Malcolm E, right? Ooh, Frank. Now we just need to find Malcolm. Honestly, let's check Malcolm right here. Oh. They're random, so I didn't expect that to work. I'm looking for a note that gives me the code. Ooh, candy. Okay. Let's just try to speedrun this. Only 1 out of the 3. And let's go 1, 2. Okay. Shoot, I'm so slow. One, 2. Okay, so it's the last one. It's the last one. Then all that's left now is that. And that. What? I don't get it. I wasn't close to it. It just absorbed me. It absorbed me all of a sudden. It's so strange. I have infinite lives, so it isn't really a huge burden. It's just a really large annoyance. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I'll put on my suit. And now let's wrap up the speed run. All I need is 725. I'm gonna stare at it. What if I turn my light on? So staring at it didn't kill me. Then why have I died to it in the past? Okay, where's the projector room? Is this it? Okay. Inventory 725. So one of those I move 5 times, the other I move 7 times? No, wait. 5 times if I move it the right way. 2. Right? Is that 7? No, it's 8. There, and now I move this one 5 times. Or actually, 25. So yeah, 5 times. Whoops, moved it 1 too far. Okay. 3, 2, 1, 5. Okay. Now let's wrap up the speed run. Whoa! Whoops, I went the wrong way. I'll just drink some water. Remove those injuries. Hi. Yeah? Sorry, loser. I don't have time for you. Is it even coming for me anymore? Or did I just lose it completely? Oh wow, stream is lagging. Why lag? Why is it lagging? Okay, it stopped lagging, but it was lagging really... Okay. Shoot, I forget. What was it? 2376? That sounds right. 2376. That wasn't the code? Was it 2367? Does anyone remember the code? Will that do it? Give me a moment. I'm going... I don't want to go all the way back there to find out the code. So instead, I'm going to go to my own stream and through here figure it out because I don't think any of you remember it. Okay. Here I am. But yeah, hiding spots are overpowered. This game's actually a challenge if you don't get your little overpowered hiding spots. Okay. Oh wait, I went too far back. Wait, do I have a delay? I would have a delay, that's right. Because I'm lagging. Yeah, I might as well end this soonish then. If there's a delay that's causing this to get oofed. 3-2 something something. 3215. Okay. 3215. Now that I've done that, yeah, the lag is mounting. With that, we're all set to finish up. Okay. So now, after playing this, if I close out of it, I'm probably taking a break for a while. Because I have to be honest, this game's repetitive, and with playing without other people is kind of boring. Okay, our first item. Clean those shoes. Someone else might be here, I don't care. We'll just spray everything. It's way easier than like being precise. We just spray everything. We know nothing is unclean. Okay. Spray, spray, spray. Okay, spraying. Spray that whole thing down. need more water, apparently. Yep. I think it's safe. Actually, isn't it faster if I'm just always spraying? Yeah, this does feel faster. Yeah, this is way faster. Okay. I don't know which things are unclean. It doesn't actually matter ultimately, because everything gets sprayed. There's no such thing as a negligible amount of radiation. There is no such thing. Okay. Spray it down. Spray these down now. Yeah, I figured they'd be in the green. What? Oh. I got killed. It's this way, it seems. Is this where it is? Okay. Is it in here? It's close to there, but no. Hello, Hatless and Eclipse. I died? When? When did I die? Oh, wait, I died just now. I forgot about that? I think it's because in this version there's no timer for death. You just have indefinite time. To find your revival point. Okay, that wall is like super... Okay. There we go. Now I can put everything back in my thing. I kind of wish there was the loot all button. Okay, we were looking for radiation. Actually, I'm curious. Where's the exit? Yeah, I didn't think anything I was conscious of. Okay, it says there's one tick left of radiation. No idea how those things work still. Hello. Let's just slip around here. Hello. Okay. So, yeah, I have infinite respawns. And look at this. The respawn door is right next to me. Instant respawn. It doesn't matter if the smilers are broken and can kill me in one hit. I can infinite respawn. So what was I doing? I was looking for whatever was stopping me from leaving. Which if I could find the entrance... I think I know. I just need to find the entrance where I came from. Do I hear the chase music? I did hear the chase music. Nope. Okay, it must be this way. No. Must be this way. Here's the last radiated item. Cool. Now I have to ask, what happens if I try to blast the monster? Where's the monster? Did the monster leave? Yeah, lockers. And now I'm not sure what's really behind this door. I went behind it to see the next level in a preview sense, but I didn't actually go all that far in. And I do not have the energy to do another level of this. I wish I did. Thought I saw one of the monsters, so... Here's the problem. I'm going to play through the game next time I do this. So I'm going to try my darndest to get someone to collab with. That way next time I play this game, it's a bit more refreshing. The game has an in-game multiplayer system where if you use the radios, Mr. Wire can like sense you. I don't intend on using that unless everyone I play with wants to. Just kind of on the basis of, well, it's cool and all. I don't really want to do it. I've already played through the game twice. Yes, I really want to collab this game. I hear someone coming down. I'm going to spray them. Here we go. I'm spraying them. I'm spraying them. I'm spraying them. Maybe I've won. I'm spraying it, don't worry. And then... Ha. Ha. I got you locked in my gaze. I'm spraying it again. Whoa. It hit me thrice. Oh no, it got me finally. Okay, so that's all I have for today. Did 3.5 hours, that's not bad. I think that's all the energy that I have. So, I hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming. I would suggest a raid, but we barely have any people for a raid, so Yeah, thanks for coming.